All right, guys, let's talk about the 5 phases of acquisition, right? So we look at it and we broke it down in 2019 to 5 phases of acquisition to really be profitable. Most people start at number 4. They just go straight for customers. We're seeing that work a lot less across the board this year. And so here are the top things we've done to ensure that our clients are profitable, 200, 300, 400% plus return on ad spend out of the gate. And for us, that has been, at least one or two of these top 3 phases of acquisition. So typically, depending on the client's goals, we'll pick one or two. I'll say the two we use the most is probably number 2 and number 3. And then we go into customer acquisition. Sometimes we just do pixel acquisition and then we go straight to customer acquisition. Like I said, it depends on the client, depends on the budget, depends on the goals. But my favorite, and I highly recommend, is to use all of them. You acquire fans, acquire video viewers and page engagement from your fan page, acquire as many subscribers as you can. This is 2019. Ad costs are going to rise. Ad costs are going up. The algorithm is changing. You don't want to have to depend on the Facebook algorithm for customers. You don't want to have to depend on the Facebook algorithm for customers. Last year, we had several clients that had really huge email lists that were making over 100 grand a month with just email traffic. Just email traffic. No Facebook clicks, no Instagram clicks, no YouTube retargeting, none of that. Just boring emails, boring old emails every single day. So subscribers are very, very, very profitable. They were selling a digital product, so you can just imagine like that's just all income. Over 100 grand a month, just email. So I just want to stress that subscribers are very, 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 very important. And I hate to see people skip that step, right? So let's go over fan acquisition. Fan acquisition is one of my favorites because it's undervalued. Most people think fan pages are worthless. So I'll show you a few fan pages real quick. Boom, here's one. One we built from scratch. Let's see, we got 960,000 fans on this page, right? Here's one. Let's see. Here's another one. Boom. And we got about 130,000 fans on this page. And boom, here is yet another one. We got 284,000 fans on this page. So you can see we're doing this across multiple different niches, but we're doing it for a reason, right? So doing a page like campaign to generate fans for your brand, whether it be your personal brand or your book or your e-commerce offer or whatever, is extremely important because this is the only one that has something that these other two don't. Well, subscriber acquisition has it a little bit, but number 1 and number 2, as far as acquisition, they're the cheapest ones, right? So if you've run a video view campaign or a page post engagement campaign, those cost pennies, a penny or 2 per view. Page post engagements anywhere from 1 cent to maybe 5 cents per engagement. So you can get a lot of people pixeled from engaging or watching your video pretty fast. But you can't typically do that with subscribers. Why? Because let's say you want to build an audience of 100,000 people in a warm audience that know you, right? If you're really, really good at getting emails, it might cost you $1 per email, right? So $1 times, say, 100,000 people, we already know that math. It's $100,000. $100,000 to build an audience, to build an email list of 100,000 people, right? So, I mean, that's fine if you're getting your dollar back plus, revenue right away. But most subscriber email driven and subscriber focused campaigns typically aren't doing that unless you're doing a webinar, right? So let's just say messenger subscribers, right? Let's say it's costing you 50 cents to get a messenger subscriber, right? Well, you still want 100,000 people, warm audience, right? Boom, $50,000 to get 100,000 warm people, right? People that know your brand and are ready to buy from you, right? Well, let's just say video views, and I'll double it to 2 pennies, right? Let's just say you want 100,000 people to know you. Bam, just cost you $2,000 to build an audience of 100,000 people, right? Fan acquisition is about the same. Our average cost is about 5 cents, right? You want 100,000 people, $5,000. So 100,000 to get 100,000 emails, $100,000. To get 100,000 messenger subscribers, $50,000. To get 100,000 fans, 5,000, and to get 100,000 video viewers, people that have engaged with your content, $2,000. So now you tell me where the leverage is, right? I can build a huge audience using number 1 and number 2, and then I can retarget them into 3 and 4. I can also build a lookalike audience from these and then go straight to 3 and 4, or I can continue the process from there too. So always focus on really warming up your traffic. There's so much noise on the news feed now that just going straight for number 4 really isn't going to cut it. Even number 3 isn't going to cut it as much anymore, because people get on your list and then they just stop opening your emails, right? Unless you just got really good content. But we're finding number 2 and number 1 are really great steps to add to your traffic plan, your traffic strategy, before going to a subscriber or customer acquisition model, right? So here's an example of, a page we grew. Let's see. See if I can find this. Just doing this on the fly, guys. So here we go. Here's a campaign, page-like campaign we ran right here. We generated 231,000 fans. You see we reached over 3 million people, and we only paid about 4 cents per fan. 4 cents. Now this campaign is actually the same campaign that built this page that you're seeing right here, our biggest one that has 900,000 fans on it. So this is how we grew this person's personal brand. And you can see this is organic. This is all organic. Let's see when this was posted. A few days ago. We've got about 5,000 views, 400 comments, and she's posted multiple times every single day. So like, how many of you guys with this impact, if not only did you have ads running, but you had a fan page, and every time you posted content, people were coming to your site from there. Then you were the goal is to have multiple ways for people to enter into your world, but also you don't want complicated. So if this sounds complicated, then just slow down, pause it, start over from the beginning. And I promise this is all really, really, really simple to do. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to pull it off. But this is how we built this page to 960,000 fans. So let's see. So you see right there, real-time results, 4 cent page likes on that. Let's see what else we got. See if I got the ad, I'd show you guys. I don't have the actual ad. Here we go. Don't believe the hype. Stand up for what's right. Give us a thumbs up if you support real medicine. This actually isn't the ad that built most of that audience, but this is just an example of a page-like campaign. You want to put something out there that your audience is going to identify with and click like. It's more of a psychographic kind of thing. You don't got to worry about copy. You really just got to meet them where they're at in their head. So let me see if I can find the actual ad that maybe. Yeah, I don't see it, but you guys got a pretty good example of that. So I'll move to the next one. Fan acquisition is really important because fan acquisition is cheap, and what it has that number 2 doesn't have is organic traffic. When you do a video view campaign or a PPE campaign to build a huge audience of people to retarget, well, that's exactly what you got to do. You got to retarget them for them to see your ads again, for them to see your message again. You can't just wait for them to see you again. You got to make another ad and then target all of these people that watched your video. So you got to spend more money to get back in front of them. Fans, once you've acquired a fan, as you continue to post content, they're going to see your content. And even better than that, they're going to share your content and bring you new eyeballs. So like, for example, that this page that I showed you has 900,000 fans on it. But I think our best month, we reached like 14 million people, right? Well, how do we reach 14 million people if we only have 900,000 fans? And isn't the max people we can reach 900,000? No, no, not at all. You know, we're reaching 500 to 1 million people per day. Mostly new people are seeing us because of the level of engagement that we have. So organic traffic is not dead. That's a myth. That's a straight up myth. Pixel acquisition, I think you guys get that. Subscriber acquisition, we're talking email, messenger, and SMS. You want as many different places. You want audiences as many different places as possible, because all of them standalone can drive revenue. SMS for us is super profitable. It's expensive, but super profitable. Email for us is super profitable. Messenger for us is a high volume play. It's not quite as profitable as email. It makes money for sure, but we're still seeing that email is, just dollar for dollar. It's still the winner in terms of, revenue per lead. So we can get a lot of Messenger subscribers. And then what we do for Messenger is we really push them into email, push them into SMS, push them to our content, push them to YouTube, and we retarget the heck out of them. You guys get customer acquisition. I'm not going to go over that as much. That's pretty much just, driving ads to your product and trying to sell it. Ambassador acquisition is kind of like, if you're an e-commerce seller, and you do, you've scaled your product out and you're trying to figure out how to get to the next level. Ambassador acquisition would be, something that I would probably do with you, where, we go to Instagram and we reach out to a bunch of Instagram influencers and we try to scale your products that way. If you're a digital product, maybe you sell maybe you have a webinar and you sell like a $9.97 course, then, it wouldn't so much be Instagram influencers. It would probably, it depends on your niche, right? Maybe if it's like credit or something like that. But depending on the niche, if you're a high ticket, like digital product seller, then it would be like reaching out to like JVs, people who have really big lists or Facebook groups that have an audience that would love your product, and really scaling out that way. And if you look at any big brand, ambassador acquisition is pretty much exactly what they do, from Coca-Cola to really everything, right? When you go to, when you go to a restaurant and they have an Oreo milkshake, well, that was a partnership that they did to grow their brand with, McDonald's, right? And that's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like ambassador acquisition. So here's a real-time example of how fan acquisition, number one, plays into number two, pixel acquisition, video viewers and page engagement, and really helps you go into subscriber acquisition and customer acquisition. So here's a real flow of what we use to generate revenue and subscribers. So we'll go right here. I'll zoom out a little bit just so you can see. There's acquisition, and then here's segmentation. This is a mini chat flow that we're going to segment people into. So let's see. All right, so you can see right here who we targeted. Anybody who watched 3 seconds of a video, clicked any CTA button, saved any of our page or posts, engaged with a post or an ad. I mean, if they clicked on it, if they looked at the picture, if they pressed pause, if they commented, if they shared it with a friend, if they tagged a friend, they're all saved right in there. If they visited our page, so if they clicked and just kind of browsed through and looked at our other posts, we got them tagged. And then just everyone who engaged in general, right? And then we excluded anybody who sent us a message, because we're sending people to Messenger, and we want to exclude people that may already be subscribed to our list, right? So here's an ad. We did a simple giveaway, right? Boom, boom. So when they click learn more, a message pops up, join free. Want to join our free community, get access to freebies, giveaways, exclusive updates, and discount. Hit yes, I want to start. We got 88% of people to hit yes. And I know these numbers seem small because I took the screenshot as soon as we launched this, but I'll show you the results and what that turned into later. 88% of people click through. Boom. Done. You're all set. Just one more thing. Please let us know which of the following you are most interested in. You see, we got a 95% click-through rate. People segmented themselves into what category they were interested in, whether it's health, CBD, recreational use, or cannabis investing. And that's really what led to these 3 different sequences in ManyChat, right? So Cannabis investing, let's see, at the time of the screenshot, 7,000 people. Interested in recreational use, 5,000 people. Interested in health, CBD, 12,000 people. So I'll go over the messenger real quick and I'll refresh for you just so you can see that this is not a screenshot. All right, let's look at those same sequences. Where we at now? So interested in health, we got 67,000 people in one sequence on our list. Interested in recreational use, we got 35,000 people on one sequence in our list. And you can see our open rates are super high and our click-through rates are super high. Interested in cannabis investing, we got 38,000 people just on that one sequence, right? And then from those sequences, we're promoting, I believe this is a digital like subscription product. Here we got some drop shipping products, and then here we got affiliate offers. We do JVs with other companies who have similar audiences. So there's a lot of different ways to monetize Messenger. So that was a real-time flow of how we generated fans. You saw the fans we generated. Then we retargeted those fans into Messenger and then converted them into customers, right? So that's a pretty good breakdown of what it looks like. Actually, let me show you one more example before I go, because I showed you subscribers, but let me show you customer acquisition. Let's show you customer acquisition. Let's see. You see here we generated 231,000 fans at 4 cents a fan. Let's see. Yep, here we go. Here's same page, different ads. We promoted a webinar, exact same targeting as we targeted right here. 3-second viewers. We had 1.5 million people that engaged with our page because we focused on fans first, which is why it's number one. Right, number one on not this list, but this list. We focused on fans first because we can re-leverage them, right? We got organic pixel acquisition. We didn't have to do video view campaigns or page post engagement campaigns because we generated so many fans so fast, and our content was a match with that market. I mean, you can't just generate untargeted fans and then post anything you want and think anything good is going to happen. I mean, it has to be a message to market match, right? She's an advocate for cannabis as an alternative to health, and her message really connected with the audience that we went after, right? Natural health enthusiasts, alternative health enthusiasts, and so on and so forth. And she's really authentic. So it's not a get rich quick type of strategy, generate a bunch of fans and then retarget them and hope they convert. She really put in the work and put out the content that really created a viral page and made this easy, right? So that's why, fan acquisition isn't always right for everyone, but if you are really trying to build a long-term community brand, whether it's around your physical product or it's around your personal brand, if you're like an expert or an influencer, then you definitely want to generate as many fans as possible, right? But we did the same strategy. We targeted all the people who engage with her page, including fans and people that may not be fans, but they've seen her content. And we sent them to a webinar. And you can see right here, we spent, $1,700 and we generated $18,367, 1,000% return on ad spend. This was a $497 product sold via webinar. Our average cost per customer is about $42. So it's super, super duper powerful. And this is what it looks like, right? To do steps 1 through 1 through 4 in succession, right? This is how you're able to generate revenue. So we started with fans. Our organic reach that we got from having a fan page got us a ton of pixel not pixel subscribers. It got us a ton of people pixeled in our retargeting list that watched our video and engaged with our page, right? We generated a ton of messenger subscribers also that we were able to target. And then once we had all of those things, we sent them to a webinar and many other offers. And that's how we continuously monetize this page, because we don't have to go find a new source of customers or a new source of traffic. We have the traffic already. We have fans and we have organic reach. We have people that are watching our videos every single day. We have subscribers and we're getting new subscribers every single day. So getting customers at this point is easy. It's easy. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. And the main thing I really want you to get out of it is, which one of these steps could you add in front of your business, right? If you have a business that's focused on just generating a lot of customers all the time, buy my product, 50% off, or here's my webinar. What can you do between 1, 2, and even number 3 that will help amplify your customer acquisition ads, right? Maybe you generate 300. You do a video where you teach one topic that you're going to go over on your webinar, just one topic, and get 300,000 views on it. Put the money in up front. Like, number 1 and number 2 don't generate ROI in and of themselves, but I like how Frank Kern puts it. He calls it depositing into your bank account. So think of number 1 and number 2 as you're depositing into your bank account, right? And then number 3, number 4, and number 5, it's like you're withdrawing from your bank account, right? So deposit 300,000 people into a video view audience, right? Where you're teaching something, right? And then retarget those people back to your webinar, back to your product and services, right? And then tell me and comment below what kind of results you get. And I look forward to hearing back, because I know just from our experiences, retargeting number 1 and number 2 has been some of our most profitable campaigns. 400, 500, 600, 700, over 1,000% return on ad spend, just because we focus on building these really huge audiences up front. So that's all for this video. Please share any questions you have below, and then share your results. Put this into practice. Number 1 or number 2, and then retarget them and let me know what results you get. Have a good one.